Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kurtivada. In this video, you will learn about JavaScript async versus defer over the script tag. We'll see why we have to use async and why we have to use defer, and also what is the difference between async and defer. Let me quickly jump into Visual Studio Code. So here I have created a file called as index.html and also a file called as index.js. So whatever the JS logic I have, I'll be writing in this file, and whatever the HTML content we have, I'll be writing in this file. But whenever we want to make a connection between them, we have a tag called as script tag. Let me give a script tag and let me use src, where src is an attribute where you can give the path for your JavaScript file. So here in this case, I'll give a relative path dot slash index.js file. So this is a normal script tag where I'm able to link my HTML and JS file. Here what I'll do is I'll write some function and let me use on load my function name, and inside this function name let me write console.log. Hi, this is my function on load. So let me save this, and this is a function we have to call somewhere. So let me use onload on the top itself and save this. So here I have used index.html where nothing I am displaying inside the body. Let me write one tag called as h1 and let me use hi, welcome to JavaScript async versus defer keywords. So let me save this, and also JS file I have saved. Let me go to the browser and reload this. So hi, welcome to JavaScript async versus defer. So let me go to the console and you can see, hi, this is my function onload. Where it is printing from index.js3. So let me go here. The index.js3 is nothing but this particular console. We have created a connection between our HTML and the JavaScript file. So what I want to do is, let me use an ID equal to dynamic value change. This is my ID. What I want to do is I want to change this ID from my onload function. So that means I can remove this and I want to pass this value dynamically. So let me save this and let me try to access this h1 tag. To access that h1 tag, what I can do is let me comment this console.log and const element equal to document dot get element by id. There is a method on the top of document API that is nothing but get element by id. And what is my id? The id is dynamic value change. Let me copy this and pass here inside the get element by id and semicolon. Now I'm able to access my element, and what I want to do is I want to change the value inside this element. So what I can do, element dot inner html, that means the value between our h1 tag open and closed tags is nothing but a inner html. Assign the value like, hi, this is my async and defer keyword tutorial. So I used something like inner HTML. So whenever the function is loaded, it will try to get this element, and once it gets the element, it will show this inner HTML. Let me uncomment this and let's see whether this console is coming or not. Let me save this and clear the console. Let me reload. So if you see here, hi, this is my function on load, that is index 3. So we are able to see this console, but after that we got an error. What is the error? Uncaught type error, can't set the property inner HTML of null. That means we are not able to set the inner HTML over a null element. So let me check this element, what it is returning first. So element value comma element. Let me see that particular element what it is printing. Now clear this, reload. You can see a null value. Why it is giving null value? Already we have dynamic value change, but why we are getting this dynamic value change as null? So here the problem is we are loading our script tag inside the head without any keywords like async and defer. So here what will happen whenever my script is loaded? So it will go into my JS file, and inside the JS it will try to execute all the onload functions immediately. So now after loading this particular JS, our onload function will be called, and inside the onload function it is trying to get the element by the ID dynamic value change. So by the time this is loaded, our ID is not present in our HTML content. Why? Because our HTML will execute in a sequential process. So head will be executed first and then it will be executing the body part. So by the time the execution starts in the JS, my HTML content is not yet ready. In this case, my JS is dependent on my HTML elements on the loading time itself. So that is the reason we got this problem. How to resolve this? The traditional way of resolving this is, let me copy this particular script tag, let me comment here, and instead of using on the head level, we can use at the body level. Let me save this and go back, clear this, let me reload. You can see here, hi, this is my async and differ keyword tutorial. So where it is coming from, you are getting an element of value, that is h1. In this case, what we are doing is we are waiting until our HTML has been parsed and ready to access. So that is where we will use the script tag below. This is the traditional way of using our index.js when the HTML and JS are interdependent to each other. The other way is you can use at head level itself. Let me uncomment this, but there is a keyword called as differ. So what the differ will do is it will load the JavaScript, but it will not start the execution until my HTML is loaded or parsed. So let me save this, clear, and let me reload. If you see here, now also we are getting the value as expected. That means it will load your script, but it will not load your content, or it will not execute your content. So that is the advantage of using a differ keyword. Using a differ keyword or using that script tag in the last will be same. So let me save this, and differ is a new special keyword which is used in the modern browsers, because some people may be habituated to use the script tag over the head part. So to avoid the confusion where to place our script, instead all scripts will be loaded at the head itself, but the execution starts based on this differ keyword. Now, what happens here? Here we are awaiting, or we are waiting for our HTML content to be loaded. The second case is we have something called as async. So it also acts like a differ, but only the difference is whenever it sees the script tag, it will be loaded parallelly with our HTML content. So in this case, we may be seeing only the errors few times. Why? Because our script may be faster than our HTML, or our HTML is more faster than our script. In this case, we cannot expect when we will be getting our errors. So whenever you have a dependent data, then always go with differ. Whenever you don't have a dependency, but you don't want to load your script sequentially, then you can go with async. What I'll do is, let me write something content here. Async used to load parallelly with my HTML content, where the execution starts as soon as JS is loaded. So this is point number one. And next one is differ. So differ is used to execute load parallelly with the HTML, but it will wait until whole HTML is loaded. And the last one is no keyword. In this case, the execution will be in sequential manner how we define in our HTML tags. Let me save this, and also let me comment this. So this is the difference between async, differ, and no keyword. No keyword in the sense we will not use async, we will not use differ. So this will be the process of execution which we generally use, and that is the first one which I have explained. So whenever you don't have dependency between your index.html and index.js, and if you want to load sequentially, go without using async and differ. Whenever your HTML is dependent on your JS, or JS is dependent on HTML, always go with differ keyword. Whenever both are not dependent at all, but you want to improve your performance of your JS loading, you can use async keyword over the script tag. Now we can write our script tag without SRC also. In that case, we cannot use async differ. So we have to use async and differ keyword only on the script tag where SRC has been written. So SRC attribute has to be linked with the external JavaScript file. Whenever you have external JavaScript, then only we can use async and differ keywords. That's it for this video. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.